What is up, my fellow airshow fanatics? And this kicks off the start of airshow season 2025, and I'll be taking you on the road with me to, I think, what is it, about 6 different airshows this year and 4 different states. So first of all, I just want to say happy birthday to Julian Martin at P-State Aviation.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro.
Yeah, we're on the way to Sun and Fun right now. So yeah,
let's go have some fun, bro.
In the sun. That was corny.
Heard that you on the show. I thought you were gonna finish it, bro.
I don't know the rest of the words. Bro, I just fell short, bro. We have 30 miles left in this drive, and I had 20 miles left of gas. I gotta stop at a racetrack, bro. Gas down here is $3.30 a gallon, bro. This cost me $50 to fill up. I gotta poop. Drive all the way down here. I pull my bag out, and I left my mics at home. Oh my god. I mean, the camera audio is good, but like, oh. The funniest part about this entire operation is look at me. I'm over here like, we've been here for 2 hours, and I'm still like trying to set up and organize my stuff. And Julian, just a bag, and he's on his computer chilling. The difference between photographers and videographers, man, I'll tell you. Is the food good? Yeah. You've been a dirty boy.
Alright, bro.
We can sleep in the same bed tonight, right? Alright, it is 3:53 in the morning. We are on our way to Sun and Fun. It's gonna be a great day. It's going to be a beautiful day. How you feeling, bro? All right, so Julian and I are at Sun and Fun. Salutations, fine shit. Y'all look great today. What is up, you guys? And today we are at Sun and Fun 2025 for their 51st air show. I'm here with Julian Martin at P-State Aviation. I will have his Instagram and social medias tagged up in the top right corner, but right now, here's the new setup so far. I mean, I got the new lens, the new Sigma 60-600, so it's my first time testing it out. I unfortunately left my microphones at home, so the one that is on top of the GoPro will be the one being used for all the videos today. Of course, a Canon 90D with a Manfrotto 502 HD, a scanner, and the infamous air show shoes. Yeah, but yeah, we just got we have a pretty good, unobstructed, mostly field of view here. I have the F-16s, F-35As, F-35 Charlies, and the Growlers over there. There's 4 Growlers, and some AV-8s were parked here. They just left. My ears are kind of shot right now. I'm not gonna hold you, but yeah. So let's go walk around. Oh, they're towing the Harrier. They're towing it. Yeah, one broke. There were 4 Harriers that's supposed to leave, but one broke, so they're towing it. Apparently, those are going to the scrapyard next month anyway. So yeah. Starting off, of course, we have a C-17 from Charlotte and a Black Hawk painted in a different livery than some I've never seen before. What I'm really trying to get into is these Shaw F-16s. Now, South Carolina F-16s. Unfortunately, they are roped off now because someone decided to fondle them in Oshkosh last year. So now everything has to be roped off. There were some A-10s right here earlier. They appear to have been moved. So we have the two canopy F-16 Charlies. These might be Deltas. I'll look back. Or you can tell me in the comment section. But we got the Lightning and the Thunder, because guess what we have right next to them? F-35As. We got a dog print on that one and a, I don't even know what that symbol is on that one. What the Shekma? Yeah, we got them from EG. I'm sorry, I could have sworn we had some Vermont F-35s over here also. Because the F-35 demo team pulled them from Hawaii. And they look so small up close. This is the crazy part. Look at this dude up here, man. He's sideways. You know, so here are the Hogs coming from Maryland. We're seeing this exact same squadron perform in Georgia. In a couple of weeks, about 2 weeks. And so over here, this one actually has a mustache. So we're gonna go look at that one because I'm pretty interested in that one. So yeah, there's 3 Hogs, 1, 2, and 3, all from Maryland. But this is Mustachio right here. Look what we got right here. So y'all seen the Lightning, and now we have the Thunder. Look at that. Got a mustache on it. Has more facial hair than me. It's crazy. And you can touch him too. Poke. I touched an A-10. It's over with. The crazy part is their guns sound just like me after I eat Taco Bell. There's like no difference. Actually, I think I'm immune to Taco Bell. I don't even know what disrupts my stomach. But look at this beautiful wax F-14 Tomcat. When have you seen an F-14 look this good? Like, for real. No one makes their F-14s look this good. It's shiny. We just seen some AV-8 Harriers fly. I wish we got to be able to see one of these fly. Look at that. Hold on, I'm sorry. We have a VIP on the base, Panchito. We have Panchito here. Now, Panchito will be performing at the Atlanta Air Show. He will be performing this year, and he did last year. Yeah.
See, look, they're early.
Hello, Panchito. It's great to finally get up close to you. Look at that. You're huge. Now, this thing, when it hits the ground, like, you hear these tires skirt. It's amazing. Look at this. Panchito. Look at that. All right. That's where we want to go right there, folks. Welcome to Sun and Fun. Sun and Fun merchandise. Let me call my friends and go in here. I had to shop for them. Do a little shopping. Let's figure out what we got to get anyway. We have shirts. We got a lot of stuff over here. Air show doesn't start till 1 today. It's 10:30. That's it. We've got time. My ears are still shot from listening to the Harrier. You know, they got hats, shirts, Blue Angel flight suits, kiddos. Got a lot of cool stuff in here. Stuffed animals. Of course, your typical souvenir model planes and some of the people ones. I'm gonna walk around and see what they got more of, because technically we're not even at the Expo. I'm just in the air show portion. Now these are the Rhino pilots. I mean the Growler pilots. Look who we found. Oh my goodness. What is up, you guys? I am here with the Growler pilots. What time will y'all be going up today?
About 1300.
1300. Y'all hear that? Is that Zulu or well, wouldn't be Zulu.
Local, yeah, 1 p.m. Yeah. 1 p.m.
But yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Derek, by the way.
Nice to meet you. I'm Scott. Nice to meet you.
I'm gonna talk it back to work.
Nice
Cannot
to
wait to
meet
see
you.
y'all.
Yeah.
I'm also supposed to see you. We'll be seeing y'all in Tennessee in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
yeah.
Smyrna, awesome.
Yeah.
Be there. Yeah,
Sweet,
look
dude.
forward to it, man.
Were y'all the same pilots who were in Augusta last year? Or
No, different team every
Okay,
year. We
yeah.
swap out.
It was
Oh,
our
every
team.
week.
It was just different.
Yeah, okay. Is it the same demo? Or
Oh,
is
we
it
changed it up a little.
Yeah, I've noticed that within the past. So I know 2022 was different because y'all did the section takeoff and split, and y'all used to just do it and turn out left and stay in formation together. Now y'all split off. So,
Yeah, so a little bit of tweaks every year. Yeah,
Okay.
Change
All
it
right.
up.
All right, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too.
There it is, people. All right, so we're on the hunt for food, of course. We're hungry. Got a lot going on in this general area right here. I don't know if this is where I came or not. I could not tell you. The gate looked different when I came through. Oh, it was that one. Okay, I'm about to run into a sign. Ah, food. We came that way, so let's go this way. Yeah, not much in this area, aside from a lot of planes, but I can't eat planes. I don't think so, at the very least. Yeah. Ooh, Redbird. Let's go check out the simulators. I know they have a room full of simulators out here somewhere. I think it's in this building. Let's go check those out. Oh yeah. Look at this. They got this. Look at that. It's a really nice setup. Look at this. They got kids flying the planes, man. Yeah, do a barrel roll. Yeah.
He's already done it.
You already done one? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, oh, he did it, yeah! Alright, what do we have down here? Blue Angel merchandise. Sporties! Let's go see what they have. Sporties is there. Sporties is here, yeah. Is ASA here? Let me see if ASA is there. I see Redbird, I say Opa. If ASA is here, I'm punching them in the face. And let's let you know that right now. I do not like ASA.
Hey, that's great. Yeah. That's awesome.
I like Lime a lot better, man. I'm not gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
well, that's great. I mean, yeah.
This video is not sponsored by Lime, ASA, Prepwear, Sporties, or Shepherd Air. They got a lot of stuff. Let me turn the camera around so y'all can see it. I got Megan and Hannah on the phone. Y'all say hello. Ooh, swings! Look at this. Whoa! It has a cup holder on it, you guys. Look at that. But how do I get this back to Georgia is my question. So well, one of the planes from this air show, like, do y'all deliver to Georgia? I'm just wondering if you could tie it to the outside of the plane and like snip the strings or and like drop it over my house, something like
parachute.
yeah, like a little parachute sort of thing. Yeah, I like that. These are awesome.
Or you can ride with me. I'm going to Alabama.
You're going to Alabama? Okay, perfect. I can just you don't gotta land either. I know that takes a lot of gas, so I can just jump out. I'll make it. Don't worry. I can just tuck and roll.
Well, I'll be in the van.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. There's a van. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I can still tuck and roll though.
Oh, so tuck and roll on 285. Tuck, roll.
Get hit by a Hellcat immediately. Oh, it's a Vision jet. All right, I'll see you. Nice to meet you. Sunglasses. They got like a pilot store with duckies. Look at the duckies, you guys. Oh, they got shirts. Ooh. Mommy's co-pilot. Mommy's co-pilot. Grandma's co-pilot. You think I can fit in one of these, you guys? Oh, look at this, you guys. Look at this.
Who was that?
They're like light up signs. I think you put them like in your room, and I think the tax to it emblem glows. Y'all like them? I mean, this one says mom.
Well, I know mom yet.
I mean, yeah, we're not mothers, so how are you doing? I'm not a mom, by the way, so. Oh God, y'all want this? Oh shoot, I dropped something. Hold up. Hold up, I dropped something.
Dropping stuff, man.
It was an accident. I didn't mean to drop it. There we go. Look at that. All right. Y'all want jackets? Let me see. I haven't. This way. Y'all want me to go back this way?
Yeah, I saw some of that jacket. Go the other way. Not the sectional chart.
The sectional chart.
Yeah, go. Like a donut. Go around like a donut. Yep. Right there, you just passed it.
These. The bags.
The other way. The other way.
Am I tripping, man? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Those, yes. Yeah, so over here is just kind of really eyeglasses, you know, it's shops, some stuff. I think the food is over there, so that's good to know. I see Sun and Fun in huge right over here, so we're gonna walk in this direction. Oh my God, there is a guy. He exists. Chicken tenders and French fries and corn dogs. Oh, let me tell them thank you for their service for being here. Oh, they were supposed to be here, but they got called to an earthquake. Chicken tenders, French fries, and corn dogs. You guys are the real heroes, not just for what you do as a job, but for who you are as people and what you've overcome. I'll be back. 110%.
That's what Arnold said. Planes. And every aviator's dream. And it's 90 degrees in Central Florida. Oh, mercy.
I never really thought about.
I think it's T-38. That's a Vision jet. I got pants, bro. I'd be cold. I got pants on. Shorts. I don't like shorts. I honestly brought my jacket out here and everything. I got my puffer jacket. I might have go put it on. It's getting kind of cold. It's only 90 degrees out here. I didn't like that too much. I cannot walk around this entire thing. This place is huge. But like they got a whole bunch of merchandise over here. This place is literally labeled Sun and Fun merchandise. Are they letting people in? That kid just kind of like peeked in and like came out. I hope they're letting people in. Let's go see them letting people in, you guys. Let's see. Official merch. Hold on. Am I tripping? Yeah. Here we go. Y'all can get all your stuff right here. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. I mean, I think y'all tiny enough to fit in these. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think y'all just the size to fit in these. I think that y'all are tiny enough to fit in these. Oh yeah, so we got sweatshirts. You got shirts right over here. You got hats. I know y'all weren't really interested in hats too much. Let me go look back. Let me do a walk around first. Now let's go back and we'll do prices. Just so I gotta keep the camera on for as well. There's two sections. They got the toys right here. Also, they got mugs. I don't know if y'all are interested in mugs. More shirts for the kiddos. Ooh, air conditioning. Now it's really cold. Yo, look at this Florida-sized mosquito. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Look how big it is. This could pick y'all up in a heartbeat. Over with. With all the arts and crafts, they have shapes. They're doing shapes up in here. They have simulators, you guys. They got like simulators in here. Oh, what plane are you flying? What plane is that? Oh yeah. Pull up. Yeah, there you go. Get some more speed, bro. You got it. Oh yeah, you're aloft. Put your landing gear up. Oh no. Put some rudder into it. It's over with. Oh! It's over with. Oh, we about to play the simulator. I'm about to find the simulator right quick. Hold up. We about to go in the simulator right quick, y'all. Y'all about to watch me in the simulator right quick. Hold on. How does one do the simulator? How does one do the simulator? Yeah. I can just hop on and just do it? Huh? Okay, bet. All right, y'all. We're doing the simulator. Y'all ready? All right, so I got my control stick right here. What is this? What type of plane is this?
So this is your throttle.
My throttle?
Yeah. So
all right.
Every time it resets, you have to pull back.
All right, perfect. Rudder, I'm guessing?
Rudder, yeah.
All right, ailerons.
Left, right, up, down.
Stir in the pot. All right, let's turn and burn. F-14. All right, perfect. We're in the F-14, y'all. Oh no, they're my piano keys. Hold on. How fast am I? All right. We're gonna rotate. Bring her back. Oh, we're in the air.
There you go.
I'll bring my landing gear up. You know, let's do a barrel roll right quick for the people. Let's do a barrel roll right quick for the people, y'all. I don't even know if my landing gear are up.
Oh no, I'm stalling. It's over with. Okay, put some rudder in there. Hold up, it's over with. Oh yeah. Okay, coming back now. Oh, I gotta throttle back. We're stalling. Gotta throttle back. Oh no. Oh, it's over with. I crashed. Thank you, I crashed. Oh, this is an X-plane. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. They got Legos. What? What can I make with this? Someone made a car. Yo, someone made a plane. Yo, you made this? You make this one? No? You didn't make this one? All right, put that one right there. No one seems too excited out here. How are y'all doing? No one seems too excited to be here. I don't know, maybe it's early in the morning. I don't know. I just can't tell you. How airfoils work, science classes and everything. Y'all know what it is. I got Redbird Simulator, of course. Whoa, those marbles. Yo, they're racing them. That's so cool. All right. Let me get these souvenirs for you guys. A Piedmont 727, and like, you can go inside of it. Is this like a kid's playground? Okay, I have 20% battle logged on for my GoPro, and there's also that thing. I don't know what that is called. But I did not know they were that big. That's huge. Okay, how do you enter this thing? You got to go up the staircase and everything for this? Yeah, you do. I'm trying not to have my GoPro die on me. My first time using my GoPro for walking around at an air show, and
Yeah,
look at this. Oh my god. Yeah, of course you can play in the wheel wells and everything. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Look at how big these tires are. Oh my goodness. So much space in here. How you guys doing? The 727, of course, the doors are too low to the ground. I just had them fold up in multiple different locations. It's gravel and everything. But it's a very low to the ground plane, and you have, what is this? Hydraulic fluid. Oh, the AV-8 Harrier is on. I hear it. All right, well then, I'm probably about to be getting a call from Julian then about that. All right. Let me head back because I got a couple more things to do here, around here. Go change my GoPro batteries out and come back out and look for food. But try to get as much as possible for you guys. Sorry, kind of in a rush. I got a lot of different things to do.
Not that interesting in there.
But you know, this is Sun and Fun. Definitely a must go to. So now all I gotta do is go to really Oshkosh. Cause man.
along with the Growlers from the Navy, help them celebrate the Navy and the Marine Corps 250 years. Airborne as well. We're getting close to starting our final day show, brought to you by the AOPA at 1 o'clock today. Mountain Cross. F-35C, Major Clark will approach for a tactical pitch. From a speed of 300 miles per hour, the Exotic will select max afterburner, roll the aircraft into a 45-degree turn, and showcase the F-35's ability to rapidly reposition its nose at slow speeds and high angles of attack. He will then climb into the vertical, demonstrating the power of the Lightning II as he accelerates away from the crowd. From the left, the F-35C's tactical pitch. Exotic will bring the Lightning II in for the 4-point roll. Here's the 4-point roll. During this turn, he will be pressed into the seat with a force of 7.5 times the force of gravity. To put that into perspective, during this maneuver, Exotic's body weight will feel close to 1,500 pounds. During an aerial dogfight, the F-35C can execute extremely tight turns, giving it the ability to rapidly reposition its nose and gain an advantage on the adversary. Lakeland, get ready for the minimum radius turn. As well as a variety of GPS and laser-guided air-to-surface bombs to maintain. to your left as Exotic brings the F-35s in for the carrier brake. At 500 feet and 500 knots, the carrier brake is how fixed-wing aircraft enter the aircraft carrier landing pattern during daytime operations. After approaching the ship at a high rate of speed and executing a hard turn to deplete excess airspeed, Exotic will lower the landing gear and go through his landing checks. Unlike most aircraft that flare and land as smoothly as possible, the F-35C shipboard landing is much more violent. Shipboard landings require incredible precision to put the hook into the arresting wires on a moving flight deck. These types of landings are why the F-35C requires larger and stronger landing gear than both the A and B model, as well as better pilots. Throughout his career, Major Clark has amassed over 100 shipboard landings. Listen as Exotic calls the ball, telling his landing signaling officer that he sees the optical landing system and is flying his approach with precision.
420 Panther ball, 6.9.
Roger ball. Exceed the speed of sound, as a sonic boom could shatter nearby windows. The ability to egress at low altitudes and high speeds enables the aircrew to avoid detection and preserve the element of surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lightning II's high-speed pass. of the United States Navy and Marine Corps, we thank you. As always, may God bless America.
Now we're switching teams and going from the F-35C to the Growler. And it's a demonstration team.
Growler 1 is getting set up for the Cobra. Get your cameras ready. .569, 3/4 mile, called ball. 569, Grizzly ball, 6.9, Mr. Rogers, rate. Roger ball, easy with it. Easy with it. Wave off, bolter, bolter, bolter.
And that's an SNJ, and it's a beautiful one, and he's going to fly. Melissa's going to get airborne shortly. And we've got the Growlers coming back on the ground. as Scooter does. Landing in the F-16 for the Air Force. Steve Stewart. Handing over to the wings. Loves to go flying. FEMA went flying with him in the Mustang. Just a whole weekend of flying. To see Mount Rushmore from just above it is pretty cool.
Like a hobby or?
I
think we're gonna find out in the next couple of months who's gonna buy it. Yeah. So, might take something.
F-35 possesses the incredible ability to point its nose at will in a dogfight. Watch closely as the jet climbs more than a mile into the vertical and completes the lightning loop. And then while under complete control and without thrust vectoring, Major Cruiser will execute a full 360-degree flat turn. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lightning II's pedal turns. Without a container and traces a square in the sky. As she reaches the top of the loop, she will remain inverted and reduce the speed of the aircraft to just over 100 knots. Slow speed flight is crucial in combat. The potent combination of sophisticated flight controls coupled with the most powerful fighter engine ever built make it possible to reduce the F-35 speed to less than 100 knots. Coming in from your left, Major Cruiser will demonstrate the F-35's slow speed capability. And then just as she approaches show center, you will once again feel the raw power of the engine as she lights the afterburner and accelerates the aircraft into a near vertical climb. then powerfully climb out of the maneuver. Closing in from your left, ladies and gentlemen, the tactical pitch. For Major Heaster in the F-16, fighting back!
Major Easter is now setting up for his first aerobatic maneuver, the Cuban 8. Watch his team of traces vertical figure 8 in the demonstration area. Demonstrate the low altitude. As he returns to show center, Major Easter will accelerate rapidly and snap the F-16 through a series of aileron rolls, demonstrating its successful roll maneuverability. Dropping in from the left, FEMA, and the triple roll.
In a dogfight, the ability to turn tide is not just a capability of the airplane, but of the fighter pilot as well. To demonstrate its ability to outturn any adversary, FEMA will fly mid-radius strike by main while sustaining its power 1,800 Major Heaster will now demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics as he performs a 4-point roll at show center, pausing briefly at each 90-degree increment. Notice the precision at which these individual movements are executed. In from the left, the F-16 and the 4-point roll.
Inbound for another high speed pass. Every second, we cover the distance of 3 football fields or 9 Pister is repositioning for a maneuver which will demonstrate the F-16's ability to turn tight and stay unpredictable, a trait which helps the Viper survive against low altitude threats. He will then quickly transition from the horizontal flight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, it's the Falcon turn. Slowing the F-16 to prepare for a slow-speed, high-alpha pass. While the Viper can fly at more than twice the speed of sound, slow-speed control is just as important when maneuvering in a dogfight. This will be your best opportunity to look closely at the aircraft and its flight controls. FEMA will be holding the Viper at a 23 degrees nose-up position and moving at only 120 miles per hour. When he reaches show center, Major Heath will apply full afterburner and pull back on the stick for a near vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16's awesome thrust-to-weight ratio.
So I'm literally
sky. The thing about serving, and when it comes to the air show demonstration teams, they get a couple of years at it, and then they move on to something else. And I just want.
From Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Commander Jack Kilty. Flight Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut, Commander Adam Bryan. As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into their jets, you're witnessing the teamwork found in all Navy and Marine Corps units. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our pilots and our support crew, we invite you to follow the team on social media, including Facebook and Instagram. There you will find exclusive photos and videos, as well as a behind-the-scenes look at our organization and how we operate. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-16 We continued flying drum corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, we transitioned to jet aircraft, the straight-wing F-9F2 Panther, the predecessor of the swept-wing F-9F8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft, with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we received the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew this supersonic jet until 1974, when we transitioned to the A-4 Skyhawk. In 1987, we acquired the F-18 Hornet and demonstrated its reliability over 34 show seasons. We are currently in our 5th year of flying the combat-proven Boeing F-18 Super Hornet. crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18. The noise level will soon become too high. However, each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angels maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing F-18G Super Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, working to make have been operational throughout the fleet since 2001. The 6 demonstration pilots are approaching. Between these 4 aircraft. Degrees angle of bank across canopy to canopy as they perform the opposing knife edge pass.
aircraft 270 degrees and cross with minimum separation. Watch as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross their aircraft over show center. Hesitation roll. Each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As each aircraft accelerates to 500 miles per hour, they will perform a reversal turn back toward the flight line. You should be able to follow their individual smoke trails, as all 4 aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. Ladies and gentlemen, the double tuckover roll.
Commander Zimmerman and Lieutenant O'Donnell are approaching to demonstrate the slow speed handling characteristics of the Super Hornet in the clean configuration. They'll pass before you, virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 6 on their tails. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight controls provide the slow speed handling that sets the Super Hornet apart. Over center point. Ladies and gentlemen, Blue Angel Delta Breakout! Demands placed upon naval aviators. The demonstration pilots you have been watching perform here this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angels team. Just off to your right, the Blue Angels are moving into the parking area. After completing a short maintenance meeting, the team comes to the side and brings you on the box to the seat. The pilots will simultaneously exit their radar on a single runway. It has been an honor and our pleasure to perform for you here at Sun and Fun this, our 6th flight demonstration of the 2025 season. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wing man from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Commander Jack Kilty. Flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Canton, Connecticut, Commander Adam Bryan. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the 2025 Blue Angels. Put your hands together. How about that?
Bro, there is no way.
And that
Oh my God. So I pitched a maneuver to Blue Angel number 1, talking about a touch and go to a sneak pass in their demo, and he said he'll pitch it to the pilots. So let's hope. You have a great day, and then you just see a Cybertruck, bro. Great day, Cybertruck. You see what I'm saying here? Sun and fun.